We about to open up a whole can of primatology discussion. So sit your candy ass down, because it's monkey time, bitch. Gorilla Radio. Turn that shit to a reasonable volume so as to be considerate of others.
Monkeys go directly to hell. Good evening from sunny South Carolina.
You can't do that every single time. You can't do that.
We can't.
It's not a good thing to be living in sunny South Carolina. It's a bad thing. It's where our dreams are going to die.
It really is like it's a Skyrim loading zone transition when you cross over the state border. It's not.
I've accepted I won't become anything by moving here.
Hello from the Green Mountain State, everyone.
Oh yeah, this is first public episode with Greg having successfully moved across the entire fucking country. In case you were wondering why we haven't been putting out very many episodes lately. We're a little busy.
A bed on the floor. Woo-hoo. I still don't have like an actual bed frame. I just have like some metal rods my bed's sitting on.
Hello from the Green Mountain State, everyone. I'm speaking to you from lovely fall-colored Vermont right now.
Yeah, it seems like a very beautiful state.
It's a crisp 63 degrees outside.
Would love that.
Everything you're describing makes me want to kill myself. I can't handle it, dude.
There's not an Indian restaurant for 100 miles. Which actually does kind of suck.
Of course it sucks. It's New England.
I think this year, like until somebody finally like shoots Deshaun Watson dead in the street, I'm just gonna be a Panthers fan.
Let's go.
Because
that's fair, when the Panthers inevitably lose, you'll come crawling back to the Bills.
I'm never gonna be a Bills fan, but I don't think I can cheer from the Browns at all.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But someone tie the sports conversation to St. Louis somehow.
Who
do they have a team?
St. Louis.
They have like a hockey team, maybe.
The St. Louis Blues.
They have a baseball team, dude.
What about the St. Louis Zoo Blues? Because we did the El Paso Zoo Blues.
Yeah,
okay. El Paso Zoo Blues.
St. Louis Zoo Blues.
Yeah,
not hockey related.
Not no affiliation.
The Blue Jays aren't in St. Louis.
Yeah, that's the Toronto Blue Jays, right?
Yeah.
Josh Allen.
What's
throws
St. Louis's fucking baseball team called?
Who cares?
Hold on, Jamar Chase is in the red zone.
We can't be interrupted by fantasy football.
No.
Okay. Sorry. I am becoming such a man. I am.
You're getting force masked.
I'm being force masked. I am like thinking about football because of my fantasy league app.
Think about football.
I get notifications about football, and I'm like, God.
Bro got a job and he doesn't have time to be non-binary anymore.
No, I think we made this joke a couple episodes ago, but yeah, whenever I get a job, I'm like, time to stop being non-binary.
I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah, I'll start experimenting with my gender again in the summer.
You should get tits.
Okay.
And
you gonna pay for them? You gonna pay for them?
That depends how big we going.
That shit is not inexpensive.
What do I get out of it?
You're gonna motorboat them maximum 2 times a month.
All right, let's get you to a doctor.
And a squeeze like once a day.
Let's get you a consultation.
So, woo! I'm getting boobies.
So, one of our long-term Twitch viewers and podcast listeners, Min, actually sent us a couple of things about the St. Louis Zoo, including something that is very fascinating to me, but we'll maybe save that for a second.
Just an aside, I should try and find out if Vermont has a zoo at all.
Do they? I don't know. Should we Google this?
Vermont Zoo. I wonder if they've. I mean, of course they have a zoo. It's a state.
You're saying that, but it's a state with like less people in it than Wyoming, man.
Bernie Sanders executed all the gorillas in the state of Vermont. He gave the order.
Hold on, we got the Morrison Place, which is bird watching. There's Ken's Goat Farm and Petting Zoo. What do they got there?
It's always so
Goats?
fun when you Google like zoos near me, and it's like, dude, we got some guy with like a fucking goat or two. We got a guy with some alpacas.
Ken's goat farm and petting zoo literally has no website.
That's
Call
awesome.
him up on the phone.
That's awesome.
Hey Ken, how you doing? I'm just inquiring a tour of your facilities.
It's
Yeah,
9
Chandran
p.m.
has googled zoos near me.
You
and
don't gotta do it now, asshole. Do it in the morning. Damn.
The
Okay,
sixth
okay, hold
result
on.
is called half-ass farm.
We've got hold on. Is there a zoo? Okay, there's a zoo in New Hampshire. Maybe I should
The
go
domain is expired.
Okay, so when Austin said it's crazy to Google zoo near you, I Googled it, and we got a result called Half-Ass Farm. It's in Monroe.
there. No way.
obviously. Yeah.
You have
We
to
should
go.
go there.
You have
We
to
should go
go.
there and do like an investigative journalism thing.
It's 30 minutes from our house. I shouldn't say that, but you know.
That
they
could
know.
be. That
They
could be
know
in
where
any
we live.
direction. That could be
Any
in
direction.
While you're there, you should go to my old stomping grounds.
Crazy. to
It's
say.
just a house. It's just a
It
really
is
big
just
house.
a guy said. There's not even. There's like clearly not even like a farm.
We're looking at
here.
satellite pictures.
Yeah,
What do you think
we're
he's got?
looking
What do you
at
think he's-
satellite footage of this
What does
guy's
it?
house.
What does
It's
it
a
say
big
he's got?
house.
What does it say he's got?
It does. There's no website. There's no website. The website's
The
domain is
website's
expired.
it just says the domain is pending renewal. That's crazy, man.
There's a zoo in New Hampshire called Southwick Zoo, and I feel like I should go there because they definitely have the big animals. Our animals. They got primate.
Gorilla. This isn't the zoo here, Ashboro Zoo, getting like a fucking gorilla or chimp? Or
Ashboro
something?
Zoo is like the best zoo on the.
Yeah,
Austin,
it's like
correct me if
one
I'm
of the
wrong,
best
but
zoos
Is
in
it
the
not
world,
like the best zoo on the planet?
Really?
Yeah, it's like one of the greatest zoos
It's
ever.
one of the greatest rated zoos ever. Like,
Why
it's,
have we not done an Ashboro special episode?
Because they're not doing anything wrong.
yeah, they're not doing anything wrong
I
necessarily.
mean, okay, we should go
They're
to
not
the
like- I
Ashboro
don't know.
Zoo and like. I
The
don't
thing
know.
is, it's in the middle of Ashboro, and there's nothing in Ashboro, so they have so much land. Their lemurs get like acres.
Wait, the zoo isn't even in New Hampshire. Okay, how far away is this fucking zoo? I'll
Okay,
go.
no, hold
I
on.
just gotta
We have
figure
to
out
talk
where
about
it
the
is.
St. Louis Zoo. This is what we're talking about.
Okay.
We're talking about the St. Louis
What
Zoo
article
right now.
shall we start with?
Let's start with the postcards of the chimpanzees at the zoo, because it looks like in the 1950s, you can search this up. It's from 2015, the St. Louis History blog. There's all these postcards of chimpanzees at the St. Louis Zoo Monkey Show, circa 1950.
We got postcards of monkeys riding
The
horses.
chimps are riding little ponies. The chimps are not only riding little ponies, they
in
are
little jockey outfits.
yeah,
To be
little
clear,
jockey outfits. They are
playing piano.
one's holding
This
sheet
seems
music and another
racist.
one's playing the piano.
You know, I do.
It could be
think it might
racist.
be a little bit
It could
racist.
be racist.
It's
Honestly.
it's St. Louis in 1950. It seems racist.
Yeah, it could be.
That's
So this
crazy.
blog says, yeah, wait, hold on. Let's read this postcard. St. Louis, Missouri Monkey Show Forest Park Zoo. Every afternoon, the trained monkeys in the monkey house give a remarkable performance in imitation of their human captors to the immense enjoyment of a capacity audience.
I love the value neutral description of us as captors.
Yeah, that's a really interesting writing decision here. Entertainment like this is a special feature that is enjoyed at the St. Louis Zoo. Yeah, whatever. Nature haunts? What does it mean by nature haunts?
You know, like, oh, it's a local haunt. You know, it has a
Yeah, it's
cool
a local
mellow
haunt.
vibe. They serve
It got some really hoppy
cocktails.
drinks there.
Yeah.
Bro,
It's pour your own.
hold up. I can't watch a video on my phone at the same time. But are you reading the goddamn comments to this? Because this is crazy.
Yeah, okay. Let's skip to the comments then. Okay.
Can we talk about the
Uh,
most obvious one in the room, like 2-3 posts down?
Oh, sorry, I don't.
I only
See
see one
comments on
comment and it says, thanks for sharing this with 2 O's.
I'm on the forum post.
Oh, yeah. There's also, well, we're on the postcards. Give us a second. We'll get to that in a moment.
I'm sorry,
Jeez.
I can't keep everything open all at once. I'm sorry.
Yeah, just follow along with my guiding voice, my soothing voice.
Following along with your beautiful silky voice, my
We
handsome man.
listen to our voice, and we will guide you through an experience through time and space.
I'm so goddamn shiny.
It's because you're Sicilian and you like.
Because I'm in this
eat
humid
olive
ass
oil all the
state and
time.
I'm not used to it at all. It's like 80% humidity outside.
Does it feel good to be a human being again? Does it feel good to not
It
be
does.
a fucking
It
cactus?
does. I expand it a little bit like a raisin you dunk in water.
Yeah, no, I have. Yeah,
Honestly,
I noticed
I
you're,
see the
you're
glow.
looking more hydrated.
The
King.
glow is a
Yeah,
healthy
but my
glow.
skin is just not yet used to it. So now I'm just like a little too oily all the time.
Yeah, it'll
We'll
even
get there.
out. When I first got to Chicago, I broke out in such bad eczema.
Chicago is maybe the most.
He threw for 200 yards in the first half.
Who? Josh Allen?
Yes.
Yeah, no, he's been fucking murdering them.
Folks, it's Bills versus Panthers Super Bowl. Calling it
I
out.
knew it was a good.
Locking it in.
draft.
So, this blog post says, surely the chimpanzees did not actually ride ponies, but they did. Jody Sowell, historian at the Missouri History Museum, wrote a blog on the history of chimpanzees at the zoo back in 2010. So Sowell talks about how famous the St. Louis Zoo chimps are. They appeared in Hollywood movies, etc., etc. Oh wow, there's a picture of a guy chasing like 4 chimpanzees riding the same little bike.
This is insane.
Yeah, what is
So-
there's such a rabbit hole.
So-
we need more time for
Yeah,
this.
Jody Sowell posted on this blog back in 2010, likening the St. Louis Zoo to like a circus. It's chimpanzee director Mike Costiel worked there for 37 years, and at the St. Louis Zoo, elephants, lions, tigers, and bears would perform.
Oh my!
In addition to a huge a chimpanzee show where chimps would ride ponies, drive battery-powered automobiles, operate gas-powered motorcycles. That's not a picture of them
it's
on
a
bike.
motorcycle. That's
crazy. That is a very short
What?
man.
That's
That
a
man is
very
like
short
5'4", maybe.
average
Chasing
height back then.
4 chimpanzees on a motorbike. They look like a South Asian family
it's
going to dinner.
Only you can say that. But it's weird, like being around chimpanzees in like a rehabilitative / sanctuary setting and being like, man, I wouldn't trust these things to, I don't know, twist a doorknob sometimes. But you look at this,
But imagine
and
giving
it's
them
like,
a little like 50cc mini bike. That's so fucking cool.
but like,
It's-
imagine
yeah.
like beating a chimp until it could ride a motorbike.
We should.
That's
Well,
what you have to
we
do.
don't even beat them, but we should start giving them access to tools like that again.
Maybe so. Honestly, I bet they could figure it out.
You think a chimp would like a pogo stick?
Oh, that's the class act. That's like that
fuck.
would
No,
win.
a chimp would love a pogo stick.
Yeah.
However, I think it would take a really long time of hitting other chimps over the head with it until it figured out that it can, in fact, bounce on a pogo stick.
Well, you
It
have
would
to
kill a couple of
demonstrate.
chimps first.
If you
a couple of chimps
demonstrate-
would have to, yeah.
Yeah,
Are
monkey
chimps-
see, monkey
are
do.
chimps
Well, we
capable of
could
that?
demonstrate. That is true. I feel like they'd fall off a couple times and get bored with it, but I don't know.
But
It's
once
hard
they
to say.
figure it out, they're gonna be fucking unstoppable. What if we got them like a Segway?
Oh my god! Can you imagine a chimp with like a fucking 12-foot vertical leap on a pogo stick?
It'd be awesome.
Just leaping over the
You
enclosure.
think they could?
We could
Yeah,
fund
we've seen
chimpanzee
videos-
sanctuaries and conservation for all time if we trained them to use pogo sticks.
Well, we've seen videos of like orangutans kind of driving a golf cart, right?
That was
Yeah, I mean
dope.
they do still let them do that in some.
But what I'm saying is like, what if we gave a chimp a Segway? Do you think they could figure it out? Like once they figure it out, if they lean forward, they'll move.
They'd figure it out, but it's just a matter of if they.
I
Just,
think-
I think they would.
I don't think they could do it. I don't think
Oh,
they
you know what?
have.
We've
That's a
got them
good
a
point.
short
I
one,
think.
Chamber.
They're-
Well, yeah. If we got them a chimpanzee-sized Segway, they could figure it out. It's just a question of if they break it first or not. You know. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I feel okay. If you could train them to ride a motorcycle,
That they could use a Segway.
So the St. Louis Historical Society says that, like, the reasoning was that, you'll learn more if if the information is presented in an entertaining way rather than a dry, ultra scientific way. Which I don't know, man. Maybe.
Okay. They're getting a little loose with it. I like it.
I failed to see what the motorcycle has to do with all this, but
They're just like us.
they are just like us. But St. Louis Zoo was doing like monkey circus for like from the 20s to the 70s.
yeah.
They were doing a lot of it, and should we just go ahead and talk about the man of the hour? How do you say
Well,
this name?
Greg, what did you?
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me pull up the comment here. So it's on the Zoo Chat. It's the Zoo Chat link.
Yeah, the Zoo Chat forums.
So if you
my
scroll
beloved.
down a little bit, you will see a comment by someone named Cowrie.
Yep.
And in this comment, I'm just going to read it out to everyone. It says, while not shown in the video, according to my mom, when she was a child, which would have been in the 1950s or 60s, the primate house at the St. Louis Zoo had free roaming orangutans in the central area. Like, you could walk around with them.
Uh-huh.
An orangutan's not going to hurt you.
And then it starts saying when they were a kid in the 90s, they had tamarins and marmosets roaming around where the people were.
Okay, so something happened in between 1960 and 1990 where they decided they couldn't put orangutans.
They couldn't have
in the public
orangutans
anymore.
just wandering
Yeah,
So
I
do
think
you
an
think-
orangutan, like, I don't know, TKO,
yeah.
powerbomb someone.
Orangutans love to do that because
Yeah.
it's death grip. They just grab on.
Yeah, I think he just grabbed onto someone a little too insistently and really didn't let go.
Yeah. But that's insane.
Fuck, I forgot who it was, but someone sent me an anonymous ask saying that their university used to let macaques free roam in the monkey labs, which is...
Well, I mean, you
I
can't
think
really
it might have
forget
also
who
been
it
St.
was
Louis.
if it was an anonymous ass.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's hard to say. But
Quite difficult.
someone, a moderator and staff member of ZooChat says, I rather suspect that your mother's memories are mistaken, combining several elements of the zoo at that time. The apes in the 1950s were housed in cages in the Great Ape House, not in the Monkey House. And the Monkey House itself was renovated in the 1970s.
This motherfucker does not play around about their St. Louis Zoo.
Yeah,
Nah,
the
this
zoo also had
motherfucker did
trained
not
chimps
play.
and orangutans.
Oh, there's a staff member for Zoo Chat.
Yeah, which did publicity stunts, and there was also a scheduled circus performance at the zoo where chimps rode ponies and did other such tricks.
I'm gonna open this guy.
Yeah, let's see this guy's post history.
A chimp on a pony is such crazy shit to me.
Yesterday?
Yeah, he's still posting. He posted yesterday.
Is this... Wait, are we looking at Chiladonis?
Yes.
Yeah, this
Let's
is
look
like
at
a
Cowrie.
this is like an
Podianus?
established zoo guy.
Yeah.
He's a male from New Zealand. He has 23,000 posts.
It's crazy.
Y'all not real posters like he is.
And he was last seen 33 minutes ago.
Viewing the Chessington Zoo news thread. That's crazy. They don't make these kinds of websites anymore.
God.
They don't make the kind of guy who uses these websites anymore.
It's quite honestly, it's beautiful to see a forum.
Yeah, it's nice to see a forum. I was never on forums. I was never a forum person.
We gotta bring him back.
We do gotta
But
bring it
I
back.
do
You know what?
recognize the
Bro,
loss.
I
of,
need them
like,
BB
you know what?
code
artifacts.
forums back, man.
You know what, brother? When Twitter inevitably gets shut down by the FBI for some,
For money laundering.
white money laundering in a white supremacist compound in the California headquarters, we are all migrating to ZooChat, and we're having our own little special sub forum where they can't get mad at us because it'll be in like the off-topic section or something, and it'll be like all Guerrilla Radio Show spam contained here, and we're just gonna be hanging out there. We're gonna be hanging out there, and it's gonna be fun.
They're gonna shut down Twitter, but
Okay.
we're moving our Discord to a Zoo Chat.
Yeah. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We're gonna be all right. All right.
You can't say that. I think Austin called me a cracker in the group chat earlier.
No,
and
I was
like, "White
was
boy, you
saying
can't be
Greg.
saying that."
I was calling Greg a cracker.
But I'm so handsome.
Also, he's more brown than you.
I've got a thing going on where I'm kind of like I'm doing the dad from Inside Out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can kind of see it.
You should see my massive hog down here.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, moving on from the forum and going back to the postcard blog post, it says here, perhaps putting the chimps in the limelight so much didn't rest well with everyone. In 1959, one zoo chimp, Mr. Moke, spelled M-O-K-E, who had appeared on the Ed Sullivan Show,
We're familiar.
was kidnapped by his concerned trainer, Robert Tamarchin. Tamarchin had taught Mr. Moke how to say mama and no.
Bullshit.
Much to the
Monkeys can't
satisfaction
talk.
of director Vierheller. Why is it always
What's
some
going on?
fucking German?
It's 1959. Is this Operation Paperclip to run the best
It's
zoos in the
weird
US?
how many American zoo directors had a direct link with the Nazis. Isn't that
Oh,
weird?
that's weird. I
Were
would've
Nazis
thought, huh,
big
guys?
into zoos? Nazis were big into zoos.
Yes,
weren't
they were big into zoos.
Well,
They loved zoos.
remember in our
I
Congo
remember
series when
I remember Belgium's human zoos.
Well,
This is
was
like
the
you guys
Bronx
are acting
Zoo.
weird. Like it's like, I wonder why so many chemical weapons experts are from Japan.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Why do you think all the good biologists?
Define good biologist, Greg.
Well-
What do you mean by that?
Greg is retracting his prior statements.
I'm retracting my prior statement, and let me say, why do you think all the biologists who found out a lot of fucked up shit about biology?
The good ones,
Hold
in
on,
your
there-
opinion, Greg? Is that what you're saying?
hey, stop it, or I'll come over there and I'll beat both of your asses. Get out of here.
Oh, Greg's talking to the cats, but it could also be us, maybe.
Let me talk to the cats. That's how I talk to my cats.
Because they're all like Tommy has taught Concrete how to annoy Freya. And so they're both like Freya's sitting on the radiator right now, and they're both sitting in front of her trying to piss her off.
Real.
And
Your
I love my
sibling
little bean.
relationship.
I also have radiators in this house, man. It's crazy.
So a couple of things.
You're gonna get like fucking carbon.
a couple of things to.
Why would I get
to
carbon
po-
monoxide poisoning from radiator? No, you shut up. We gotta address this. They're hot water. That's how they work.
I have no idea how a radiator works. You're gonna get lead poisoning.
Well, I might actually in here.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
That's the right time frame. There we go. Sorry,
there we
it
go.
took me a minute.
So
Just cut the
okay,
pit
there's a
bit
couple
right
of
to the wrong
things to
thing.
address with this sentence alone. So first of all,
Nazi.
Mr. Moak
Well,
appeared on the Ed Sullivan Show. Can we see if we can? Yeah. First of all, Google George.
I'm Googling because there's always the possibility that when a German guy shows up in America in the 50s or 60s, he's also just a German Jew who's fled Nazi Germany.
That is true.
You
It's
always
like
gotta
a
hedge your bets.
50-50.
There's a 50-50 shot. It's also like if you're a German guy on television from 1950 to about 1975, there's like a 50-50 shot. You're either escaped the Holocaust or you did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I was saying, like the director of the Bronx Zoo in America wrote a book that Hitler called his personal Bible.
Oh,
Remember that? We talked about that in the Congo series.
we
Remember
did.
that?
We did.
We did say that.
Man, this Hitler guy seems like bad news.
Yeah, he seems very ideologically American. I wonder what's up with that.
Wonder where he got the idea for Lebensraum from.
Yeah, I don't know. Who can say? Well, anyways, also, Mr. Moak, this alleged talking chimp, which the only proof I can find of that is that there's like black and white images of him drawing the letter M on a chalkboard, which, like, I suppose.
He's doing the monkey version of the Hulk Hogan thing.
No! Not like, no. Can we Google and see if there's Ed Sullivan Show footage of Mr. Moak?
There's absolutely Ed Sullivan Show footage.
Why was he constantly letting chimpanzees on his fucking show?
Because, man, it was like 1950. He was the first fucking like late night talk show host.
I mean, yeah, but why the chimpanzees all the time?
Because nothing else was going on. What else are they going to talk about? The Cuban Missile Crisis?
I can't find any videos of Mr. Moak, but
Yeah, this is lost. Dude, new lost media hunt. Let's go on Reddit.
Is it lost media?
Find. I think it's lost media.
I'm not going on fucking Reddit.
We got to go to the lost media subreddit. We're gonna end up in one of those like
YouTube
2 hours of
videos.
lost media to fall asleep to YouTube channels where it's like on September 24th, Guerrilla Radio Show.
We're gonna have our own iceberg meme, and at the very bottom is Mr. Moak on Ed Sullivan.
honestly, if we made an iceberg video about lost footage chimp videos, we would like probably attract such an huge audience for that. People love to eat that slop up, you know.
If we made the chimpanzee iceberg explained, we would get 1 gorillion viewers and rake in $100,000.
We would immediately become rich.
We should do this.
We should do this. Why aren't we doing this right now?
Why are we not doing this? We should be doing this, in fact. Just find some fucking stock footage of like scary chimp footage from the 50s. Actually, look at this YouTube video. St. Louis Zoo chimps, 1952. This is 50 seconds. St. Louis Zoo chimp capers.
So in the 50s, they had chimps riding a little merry-go-round carousel train. Bronco, but they
Yeah.
got this
Oh, the
chimp in a
chimp
native
is in a
headdress.
very
very racist native
racist,
headdress.
insensitive native headdress.
This chimp is
going on
driving a
here.
motorcycle. These chimps are roller skating.
Again with the roller
that little
skating.
guy
I'm not
fell
sure what
over.
the fascination is.
I guess they're just good at it, maybe. Maybe it's not that
maybe
hard
they're
to
just
teach them
good
to
at
do
it.
That's pretty impressive.
Okay, they got the ponies.
Whoa,
Shit! He just did like a backflip.
Yeah, this
Holy shit! He's
that's
doing,
genuinely. That's
oh my god!
that time.
That chimp almost got kicked in the fucking
I'm
head.
so mad I can't see this.
That was like Planet of the Apes shit. Like a chimp riding a pony.
Yeah, you always forget like what impressive shit chimpanzees are capable of until you see like really abusive videos of them.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
1950.
Wait, there's one of them in 1967 too. This is like clearly someone's home footage.
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems not to have changed very much.
Yeah, it's still the same. Yeah,
amphitheater.
It's still this roller ring type thing.
Yeah, it's a little amphitheater.
But this one they're doing an astronaut theme. Where one chimp is in a flying spacecraft and the other one is doing gymnastics.
Yeah, what are those rings called?
The little handlebars.
Yeah, are they? They're not called O-rings, I don't think. But they're just like little circular rings that you see like gymnasts doing crazy tricks on.
Yeah.
They're rolling around with roller skates.
Oh, he's doing backflips and jump roping at the same time. Okay.
Riding a
he's riding a really
bike.
big penny farthing.
I'm glad you know the name of that. This one's got a grass skirt on. Is doing a luau.
Yeah,
there's chimp playing
Hawaii,
the drums and an upright bass.
A lot of ethnicity based humor.
There's
with
some chimps
chimpanzees.
dancing.
Wonder what that's about.
A lot of racially charged humor. Yeah.
Yeah.
They've got the jockey chimps again.
Okay.
They
got the horse on a trampoline. He seems really upset about it.
I don't know. That's not a trampoline. It's just it's weird.
It's something. He's getting like whipped.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, anyways, so let's talk about Mr. Moke.
Mr. Moke.
Let's talk about our good friend Mr. Moke. So let's just pull up this article. The night Mr. Moke, the talking chimp, was kidnapped from his cage at the St. Louis Zoo.
Robert Tamarchin looks so much like the Spider-Man. What's his name?
How is
Tobey Maguire?
How is this happening this fast?
That looks like Tobey Maguire.
Maybe so.
What's happening, Greg?
So how is this happening so fast? Jamar Chase was just in the end zone, and now it's telling me.
Oh my god,
Josh
we're
Allen.
doing an episode. Leave the football alone for just a minute, Greg.
I want to check my score. What if there's something good?
Okay, well,
continue.
I'll just start reading from the St. Louis Today. I guess it's called. I don't know. We love to bypass paywalls on local news websites.
Fuck local news.
Fuck local news. St. Louis, an old summertime hit at the zoo, was a chimpanzee show, known to many fans simply as the Monkey Show. Dressed in zany costumes, the chimp drove little cars, played baseball, teased their trainers, and performed other vaudevillain stunts that probably would offend today's zoological sensibilities. The crowd loved every minute. Yeah, step away from this episode if you're woke. This one's not for the woke-hearted.
I'm not allowed to make those jokes anymore because I think our fan base thinks I'm serious.
Yeah.
Greg you've leaned too far too hard.
He's like actual IRL Chud Jack.
Yeah. All right, everybody. I just want you all to know that I may have leaned into the bit a little too hard, and I am not.
I regret saying those things about Hispanics on the podcast.
Honestly, Greg has rubbed off on me. Throughout the years, I feel like I've made more and more unhinged and evil comments about Eastern Europeans.
Hey, Chandran.
Yeah.
North
but
Indians?
I think they're not real people.
See? It's already rubbing off.
See, I can't help myself. I gotta stop hanging out with Greg.
I want to rub you off, Austin.
Yeah, true. In October,
we're back in fighting form, folks.
Yeah,
it's been a minute.
This is real. This is a real OG guerrilla radio show. Content.
I'm in a new state. When we started the podcast, I had just gotten to Utah.
That's right. This is a fresh start for us. We're free-forming this episode too. We don't have like a strict script that I'm screaming at you all to follow this time.
Freewheeling that shit.
Yeah.
Soon we'll be freebasing that shit.
Yeah.
Freebird? Are we freebirding that shit?
In October 1959, the zoo landed a star in Mr. Moke, The chimp who could
Mr.
say
Moke, see?
no.
I'm hiring
and-
Mr. Moke for the job. He's gonna be a star. He's gonna be a star attraction, Mr.
The
Moke.
chimp who
Mr.
could
Moke,
say
you're gonna be
no
Smoking on
and
a
mama.
big chimpanzee.
What?
Mr. Moke, you're gonna be a star. I'm gonna make a star out of you.
I'm gonna make $1 million off of Mr. Moke. I'm gonna put his name in lights.
Up in lights, Mr. Moke.
He's got such a good name for it, Mr.
Yeah,
Moke.
it really is such a
Really good.
1950s showbiz name. I can.
We're putting him on the Ed Sullivan
He's doing
show.
the driving crooner bit. He's so the zoo paid $1,575 to Robert Tamarchin. I don't know. I'm gonna say Tamarchin because it's more fun to say.
Tomar Chin.
No,
Tomar Chin.
Tamarchin of
Tamarchin.
Miami, who taught Mr. Moke the words and got him on Ed Sullivan's television show. Zoo director George P. Vierheller said of Mr. Moke, "He's the makings of the new show for next summer. You're gonna be a star.
You're gonna be
kid."
a star, Mr. Moke. You're gonna be my show
You're gonna
next
be
summer. You're gonna be a
star,
star. We're gonna train you up. We're gonna give you all the training you need.
On
Kid,
the
if
night
you
of
ever- You ever wanted to see your face on the silver screen?
so note
All you gotta do is diddle my testicle.
our lovely friend Robert
Lost in the
sold
war.
this.
I only got the one. The Nazis blew off the other.
Our lovely friend Robert sold Mr. Moke to the zoo in October 1959 and immediately changed his mind less than a month later and said, "Can I please have him back?" And
Probably sold him
they
for, like,
said
a
no, obviously, because that's an insane thing to do. What do you mean? You sold him to us. So on the night of December 21st, 1959, Tomarshin slipped into the ape house and broke the lock to Mr. Moke's cage. He left a $1,000 cashier's check and a written promise to send more. He wrote that Mr. Moke was heartbroken for
You
freedom.
can't be leaving evidence of the crime like that.
Yeah, I don't. Well,
If
like,
you're gonna steal the monkey back, steal the monkey back.
yeah,
And
like
leave
at
it
that
Moke, we're
point,
doing a
cash.
prison
just
break.
do it. Like it's already a crime. Just like they escaped.
Go
so
take the cashier's
easy.
check to the bank and cash it out.
It was so
Whatever.
easy and cool to do crime in like the 50s.
God, dude.
Yeah, they really just let you do anything.
It must have been so.
We really missed the window for like revolution. Like we got the assassination in the 60s.
They tried. They did try to revolt.
But
It
like
just
you
failed.
like you could do a crime in the 1950s and then drive away in like the coolest car ever built.
Yep.
And you'd
And
be
they never
honking,
know.
you'd pull like a little chain and go like awooga, awooga. Your
Who's
car,
that? What the fuck are you talking about?
your car would make
What
like
are
an
you talking-
awooga noise, like awooga. You know,
Do it again.
you
Do
know
a
what I
third
mean.
time.
No, what are you
The
talking about?
wacky
No,
I don't.
1950s car noise.
Can you do it again?
Where
so
did
I
the
can
chain
maybe
come
try
from?
to
They
figure
didn't
it out?
have chain horns.
No. So, Tomarshin
What
and
the
Mr.
fuck
Moke
was that,
escaped
dude?
southward. Escaped
Okay.
southward on a Gulf transport bus, which, first of all,
Hmm.
why are they letting a chimpanzee onto a Gulf transport
1950s.
bus?
You could do whatever the fuck you wanted back then.
Next sentence. Mr. Moke was hidden in a case that supposedly carried a dog. So he was like suffocating, pissing, and shitting and screaming in there.
Imagine
Um,
being the bus driver and it's like 2:00 in the morning and this guy gets on with what's clearly not a dog. Like,
yeah,
nah,
this is my
this is my
dog.
dog.
He's sick.
Can you imagine just
Please.
being that bus driver? Just like you're making
You-
like a nickel an hour. Like
You've got to get me to Miami.
Please, sir, I did get to Miami.
So
now.
they fled to Miami
with my dog.
terrorist capital of America, Miami, Florida.
what? What are you fucking talking about?
Where all the terrorists get trained. That's where all of Al Qaeda gets trained. You know.
Although
this?
that I think the CIA or the FBI called Miami the terrorist capital of the world when we kept importing all those gusanos from Cuba, and they kept trying to do counter-revolution shit.
I want to go to Miami so bad, but I don't want to do it.
Like there were like we had like thousands of like anti-Castro terrorists in Miami.
All the gusanos need to go to like Tel Aviv.
They are there.
They're the same politically.
Yeah. So Tomarshin, 27 years old, got cold feet, I guess, and surrendered in Miami 10 days later and was released on bond, but got to keep Mr. Moke. The
What?
zoo demanded the chimps return. Yeah, I don't know. They
let him
they
keep
did it. The zoo demanded the chimps return, but he just didn't give him back. So
Can you
the
imagine,
trials kept
like,
getting
what
delayed.
kind of like foghorn leghorn ass judge he got in like the 50s?
Well,
in
hold on.
Florida?
No.
Now,
When the
now I say
trial
this
came-
chimpanzee is rightfully yours. I do say.
Well, the judge did order that he return Mr. Moke to the zoo. So the
And he just didn't
cops
do
were
that?
like, "We're not dealing with this fucking chimp. We're
this
putting you
was-
in jail. You figure out what you're gonna do with the chimp. We're putting your ass in jail."
But this was after multiple delays. And on June 7th, 1961, the strange tale turned even stranger. And there's also a newspaper clipping of Mr. Moke drawing the letter M here, if you didn't believe me.
Look at that. It really looks
Imagine
more
the
like
Hulk
some
Hogan
scratches,
image.
really.
Really big above like a headline about top union men absent from steel talks. Anyways,
Lock at Ape House broken. Warrant against man who sold the animal.
on the day a Miami jury ruled in the zoo's favor, a deputy had to tell the judge that Tamartian and Mr. Moke were on the lam. The zoo hired private detectives in Miami, but they came up empty.
On a lamb, see?
Imagine a fucking 1950s Miami noir film about private eyes looking for a man and his runaway monkey.
This is awesome.
Dude, we should make
That's
it.
the best
That
thing
would
I've
be
ever heard.
we should produce this film.
And spoiler alert, I know where he fled to, and it's insane. I hope they talk about it. Oh yeah, no. They actually don't mention it in this article. So I'll have you make a Google search after this.
Okay.
But the private detectives came up empty, right? The private eyes, they couldn't find squat. Tamartian had been seen working on a sailboat, but nobody knew where the boat was. There was no word until August when he contacted his St. Louis lawyer, Norman S. London, and arranged a quiet surrender of the chimp. A Miami go-between put Mr. Moke on a jet to St. Louis on September 3rd. He popped out of a crate shortly before noon near the zoo's refreshment stand. We took Moke up on a motor scooter and people started running over to it, Veer Heller said. I said, "This is Moke. He's come home." Mr. Moke played the next day's 3 shows to hearty applause. He was a regular on the stage until 1971 when he moved to the Knoxville Zoo. He died a few years later.
Those Knoxville bastards killed him.
Yeah, they killed him.
They killed him.
Tamartian received 18 months probation for stealing, and he died in 1995 in Australia, where he was a dog trainer. And many of his pooches he named Moko or Mr. Moke. So I want you to Google the name of this Robert Tamartian guy real quick. Because it's insane to me that they didn't point out the craziest part of this story, which is where this guy ran away to. Just Google it. Like, stop using fucking DuckDuckGo. I hate. Just
sorry.
Google it. Robert Tamartian.
Well, we're big Z guys, so we only use Yandex to search things.
So,
Yeah, that's not true.
Yandex, the anti-woke search engine.
if you want to get past all the Western liberal media's
I can't-
biases, use Yenden, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Get all of your news from RT and The Blaze.
Okay, so I
Wait,
can't.
have you? I was listening to True all lately. Did y'all see the fucking RT merch? I mean, the
No.
RT
Does it go
has
hard?
merch.
It stands for Robert Tamartian.
And it's all like Brat Summer colors, and Brat Summer's dead, but I think it's very cute. I think it's very funny.
So the PUC library, the Tamartian Moko story. You'll see there's a photo of Robert completely shirtless on an island holding a chimp in his arms. This is because
Please don't tell me.
he fled to an uninhabited island.
Uh-huh. In
Henderson
the Virgin Island?
No, he went to Henderson Island, and he was completely stranded alone on this uninhabited island, and he had to be
That's where-
rescued by Pitcairn Islanders on longboats because he got there and he couldn't fucking get out.
How did he get there?
I thought
I
you
don't
were
know.
gonna think he was
I
like-
can't
he
figure
was
this
like on a
out.
small uninhabited island in the Caribbean called Little St. James or something.
Yeah, and weirdly enough, he founded this like It was like blue. It had this weird dome over it.
He built that shit by hand with Mr.
Yeah,
Moak.
with Mr. Moak.
Brick
It's
Mr. Moak would
crazy.
by
gather the
brick. Him and Mr.
So, wait,
Moak.
hold on. Go back a second. I think I just saw something. Tamarchin told the Pitcairners that the flying walrus anchored near Henderson, and Mr. Wells asked Tamarchin and Moko to stay on the island for a few days' breathing spell until Mrs. Wells's nerves had relaxed. I'm assuming from the chimpanzee on board. Tamarchin and Moko were given some supplies and were rowed ashore by Mr. Wells. The next morning, Tamarchin looked out to sea and the flying walrus was gone. He knew he was alone on the island. He got dropped off like a baby at a fire station.
That's crazy, dog. They marooned him.
They're like, get this fucking guy and his weird
They
baby out of
marooned
here.
him like it was the 1700s.
They just gave him a pistol with one bullet. Not for hunting.
They gave him a bottle of rum and a pistol.
Told the islanders, quote, thousands of rats appeared and attacked my camp, eating most of my supplies. I made a bonfire, and that kept them away from the camp. I found some coconuts and some birds' eggs to eat, and spent my time looking for ships on the horizon. No ships were to be seen, and I became desperate. Tamarchin claimed that the Wells family marooned him on the 28th of July, that he saw his first ship in the middle of August. This may have been the Rangitiki, which arrived at Pitcairn on August 26th. He tried to attract the attention of the ship, but he didn't know whether they had seen him. The ship continued on its course and was soon just a dot on the horizon. Oh no. Tamarchin's situation was now critical as he had eaten all the birds' eggs he could find, and all the coconuts that were within easy reach.
Hold on. He's got a chimpanzee. Just send the chimpanzee up together.
Now, like, at what point do you think he was considering eating?
He would not eat
killing
Mr.
and
Moak.
eating this chimpanzee.
He broke Mr. Moak
That would
out
have
of
been the
zoo
first
jail.
thing I did.
Like, can you imagine how
You would eat your little baby, Mr. Moak? Your
Can you
best
imagine
friend?
how much food he had to share
Mr.
with
Moak,
that fucking chimpanzee?
You're pretty calorically
How much?
dense.
Well, how much in weight do chimpanzees eat a day? Do you know? Like, how much fruit do they need to eat a day?
Not that much, honestly. Their caloric requirements aren't as much. Wait, hold on. I think I may have gotten tricked. I just kept reading in the article, and it said
Nice.
it was clear to the Pitcairners who picked him up that he was not quite telling a straight story about his being a castaway from the flying walrus. When he was discovered, he was found living in a well-stocked tent. Among his provisions, a sturdy nylon tent, a bed, 12 cases of tinned food, a radio, a case of batteries to power it, a gramophone with metal records, candles, torch cells, a rifle with 1,000 rounds of ammunition, fishing rods, an 80-pound bow with arrows, a crossbow, underwater fishing equipment, a rubber raft, a rubber canoe, a case of seeds and flowers and vegetables,
What the fuck?
nails, and luggage, and a 44-gallon drum of water. This
Was he just gonna
motherfucker was
fucking
lying.
live on this island forever?
Yeah, I think he was trying to live. Yeah, I was right the first time. He was trying to live on this island with his chimpanzee forever.
That's insane.
That's so romantic.
Why did he give up?
Yeah, why did he? I think maybe when people found him living like this, he realized that this was an insane thing to do, and he had maybe a couple months left before he died.
I would have thugged it out. I would have gone all the way. I would have died on the island. I would never admit my weakness.
True. Apparently the way he got signaled, or the way he signaled for help, was he raised a 30-foot high mast with a white flag. So that, yeah, huh.
He's just a fucking idiot.
Just like me, for real.
But he's an idiot who loves his chimpanzee.
He does love his chimp.
Maybe
He was
he's got a
willing
heart
to-
of gold after all.
He was willing to put himself on an island for the rest of his life.
Good for him. Good for Mr.
Wait, hold on. On September 10th, the very same day the Pitcairners were on Henderson Island to rescue Tamarchin, the Flying Walrus radioed to Tom Christian at the Pitcairn Islands radio station that Tamarchin had paid them to put him ashore on Henderson Island. He paid them to drop him off. That's crazy. After a short time, Robert Tamarchin was no longer welcome on Pitcairn.
Yeah, everywhere he goes, people just fucking hate him.
Yeah, he's... Oh, wait, hold on. It appears that the governor in Fiji also sensed that this was a problem because he did not fit in with the ways of the Pitcairn. Maybe because he's a fucking psycho with a chimp that's just trying to colonize an island. The island council met. It was a directive, and they were happy in one sense, as it relieved them of one problem. The decision would not be theirs. I guess to hand them over to the Miami judge or something. Tamarchin must abide the directive to leave the island by the next vessel, but Moko could stay on the island for a further period. Bob would be granted 3 months in America, during which time he could make arrangements for Moko's medical clearance papers. When these papers arrived, the Pitcairners would immediately send Moko over to him. If he failed to make such arrangements, then Moko became the property of Pitcairn. The islanders could decide his fate, whether to keep him, destroy him, or sell him to a zoo.
Y'all, they feared the power of a quirked up white boy to change the world, and they threatened to kill his monkey because of it.
They wanted to kill him for it, just because he was crazy with it.
He was sauced up like that.
They feared the sauce of a white boy with nothing left to lose.
They really did. And everybody should. A white boy with nothing to lose. That's
dangerous work, folks. Dangerous work. Don't fall for it. So Mr. Wells and his wife had said that Tamarchin approached us at Tahiti with a request to take him and his chimpanzee to Henderson, which he had visited about 2 years ago. The trip was in fact a charter one paid for by Tamarchin, who took with him sufficient stores to last several months. Tamarchin's intention was to stay on Henderson until it was visited by the Pitcairn Islanders, who go to the island about every 3 months to collect a certain type of timber.
What? He weirdly thought this out.
Where is he getting all of his money?
Where? Yeah, is he? We need to find out more about this guy.
Do we know how?
There's so many conflicting statements in this post, by the way, because it says a newspaper interviewed a man who had met with the Wells and said, when we met them, they had no one by the name of Robert Tamarchin with them. In fact, they never mentioned picking anyone up in Tahiti or taking on anyone as an extra hand. Another person interviewed said the Wells had no room for a passenger, but they took Mr. Tamarchin and his animal because they were short of money, and he offered them a high price in dollars.
Did you find in any of your research
he had plenty of dollars?
How Tamarchin got Mr. Moke?
Oh yeah. Hold on.
Maybe that will give us a clue to his past, his background.
Hold on. Oh my God, they have the court case and everything.
This is the extradition to Florida.
Yeah. Okay.
So they had to extradite him from Tahiti or from Tahiti.
Well, Tamarchin did run out of money after a couple months in Tahiti, apparently. Let's see. Oh, okay. Tamarchin claimed that Moko was the only pure white-skinned chimpanzee in the United States. What? Huh?
I'm sorry. What?
I see pictures of Mr. Moko. He's not. What does that mean?
He's very clearly
a normal chimpanzee.
Hold on. Even around Moko's eyes was not to be found the normal dark band found in other chimps. Tamarchin said that Moko had been born on an experimental farm in East Africa. But even before his birth, Tamarchin had the option to purchase him.
Designer chimpanzee baby?
Dude, did Dr. Yakub create this chimpanzee?
It would seem like Dr. Yakub
created the first white chimpanzee. There's a lot of information. We really should have started with this article.
I wish we had started with this story because there is so much here.
There's so much here. The same article quotes Tamarchin as saying he had acquired Moko from a U.S. animal dealer and that Tamarchin regarded Moko as a genius. He responds to commands just to please me. Oh. It could mean...
Okay.
An Auckland, New Zealand newspaper.
Is that why they wanted Mr. Moko at the... Moko? Why? Oh, yeah. Why is this...
So his nickname is Moko, but his name is Mr. Moke. Or maybe it's the other way around. Who knows? Who can say?
But Mr. Moke, he was good at pleasing his owners, I guess. That's why the zoo wanted him so bad. Okay, so his return to the U.S., does it say where he got extradited? Or if he got extradited? Because I could have sworn in the summary of the court case, I saw the word extradite.
Yeah, let's pull up the Tamarchin v. Kelly. March 23rd, 1960. Rehearing denied April 7th, 1960. Let's see.
In an interstate extradition. Oh, it's okay. Interstate, not international.
Oh, this is the one that. This is when they tried to extradite him to Missouri from Florida.
Yeah.
And then he fled to the fucking islands.
Okay, so in an interstate extradition proceeding involving one Robert Tomarchin, an extradition warrant had been issued by the governor of Florida in Dade County.
You know, I could think of one other suspiciously wealthy man based out of Florida who fled to an island. Yeah, the St. Louis newspaper left out so many good details. This is the library.puc.edu in the Pitcairn section. It just says /Pitcairn/Pitcairn/monkey .shtml.
Mr. Moke appeared in the Jerry Lewis movie, The Bellboy. Folks, should we watch?
Maybe that's where he got his money.
Yeah, I guess was he just making money off of
Jerry Lewis, The Bellboy.
It's a 1960 film.
This is just a guy doing like a stupid face. I don't see any monkeys.
That's like most movies in the 1950s.
Oh, Buster Keaton. Okay. Okay, wait, hold on a second. This is an odd part of the article. It says Mr. Moke and Robert were eventually caught in Florida. In that state, they sought sanctuary and requested blah, 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 blah. They got little sympathy. The lawyer tried to argue the case by comparing it to the separation from a parent of a human child, because it was suggested that the relationship between Robert and Moko was that of father and son, and this may well have been the case in reality. In this instance, Robert's lawyer, John B. Orr of Miami, compared the situation to the Hindi Ellis case, where the law was bent to suit the situation. Parenthetical, Hildy Ellis was a Catholic child adopted by a Jewish couple. This case was so controversial, it was frequently in the press for several years.
You can't do that!
What the fuck? We were still this bad in the 60s?
Buddy, we're still this bad right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Also, I don't know if you know where the Pitcairn Islands are, but they're in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
He got really far from America.
Yeah, we just looked it up.
He got really far from Florida.
Fled.
He fled.
He fled the hemisphere.
Like in this point in time, the Pitcairn Islands were part of New Zealand administered them. That's how far away they are.
Yeah, like the British couldn't even do anything about it, you know?
That's fucked up.
Or this is even before the British. No, the British showed up in the 1800s.
No. This is just it was part of the New Zealand. Like when the British Empire broke up, most of the Pacific Islands didn't just get independence; they were just kind of handed over to New Zealand and Australia.
Oh, okay. Well,
and then those countries gave those islands independence later on. So this is New Zealand at the time.
Oh, so Robert Tomarchin died in Australia. He I guess.
Yeah, he didn't go back to America after spending 4 years in prison there for his chimpanzee crimes.
Yeah.
I see no crimes here. I see a man who loves his chimp.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think he deserved to go through all
that's literally so Mark Winthrop, whoever wrote this for sorry, what university is this? Can you go back?
Oh, it was
Pacific Union College. Interesting. What is this?
The homepage of Pacific Union College has a GIF of a bunch of people playing hacky sack and ziplining. I have a feeling this is
oh, this is a Christian college.
Oh, they gotta play hacky sack so they don't fuck before marriage.
Yeah,
that's what they think.
This is a weirdly religious college, I guess. Can you go back and check out the closing line of that article, because it's really something. It's a very strange editorialization here. It says Robert died on June 18th, 1995. If anyone passes that way, please put a flower on his grave for me. Robert was definitely an odd character, but I do believe he really loved that little chimpanzee.
I think that's true.
It's true, but
we should go down to Australia and put a little flower on his grave.
The thing is,
fuck Vegas, y'all. If we raise $1,000 on the Patreon a month for a couple of months.
Yeah, for a couple months.
No, hold on. I'm not going to that fucking island.
Not going to Australia?
Fuck no.
What's wrong with Australia? Other than the fact that it's an 18-hour flight from Europe.
Well, let's see. Well, let's see where
it's
he
an
was
18-hour
buried.
flight, and it's like I don't want to go there. It's like mostly spiders. I'm good.
Alambe Memorial
Pussy!
Park near
Actually kill
Nerong,
yourself.
Australia.
Absolutely.
I'm probably saying that wrong. Totally.
Also, Austin, my phone is at 10%. Just so you know.
Yeah, well, we're done with
it's
we're
fine.
gonna wrap up soon here. I think.
I need to see where this is on a map.
We're gonna look at the website where he's buried and go through to the directory and find where his grave plot is.
Okay, it's on the Gold Coast. Do you know where that is?
In Australia, yes, the Gold.
It's on the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too far from Brisbane.
Well, you don't gotta say it's not the Gold Coast. It's another big city in Australia. You don't gotta say
The Gold
Well,
Coast is
yeah.
not a
Any
Or
Aussie
not city,
viewers out
but-
there, feel free to both punch me in the head as hard as you can and go visit this guy's grave. And
I
take
know
a
we do
picture
have.
of it.
I know we do have Aussie listeners.
And leave a little Gorilla Radio Show QR code on there as
Yeah.
well.
True.
I know we
Ghost
do
vandalized
have
this man's
Aussie
grave.
listeners. So if you're out there, Aussie listeners, I think there's like 4 or 5.
Why is there an area called Coomer? Coomera? Coomera.
Coomer Island.
Coomer Island.
It is literally called that.
Bro, we found your island.
Bro, I went to Coomer Island. Everyone knew you there.
I went to Coomer Island. It was really weird. It was just Mark Robinson, and he was like acting really erratic and scary.
Do you think Mark Robinson did like crazy amphetamines and like jerked his dick till it like went numb?
It's funny that,
Absolutely.
in about like, I don't know, a month and a half, we could have the world's first piss fetishist chaser openly as governor of North Carolina.
I'm excited.
I was gonna say
Look forward to
he's
this
not
new
gonna
future
be
for ourselves.
the first one, but
Yeah, but
He'll be the first open.
I mean,
one.
like most of them were piss fetishist chasers, but like this one will know.
the post where he describes fucking his sister-in-law is crazy.
And the worst part is he doesn't have a sister-in-law. He made that up for clout. He made it up for forum
Is he
clout.
not? Has he never been married?
No, his wife was an only child. It's crazy. He was lying for clout on the Nude Africa forums. That's like almost more pathetic than
Insane.
actually doing it.
His wife is an only child is crazy.
insane. Can we get like one North Carolina politician who isn't involved in a sex scandal?
Roy Cooper would never do this, probably. I don't know. Maybe he's into some.
Roy Cooper's doing like
He's
so
got
much
it
more
done,
fucked
Jim.
up
Roy
shit.
Roy Cooper's DL.
Roy Cooper's
killed
like almost
someone.
100% a chaser.
Yeah. No, I've seen him. I've seen him around.
What are you guys looking at over there? What's over
The
there?
Bills.
The Bills game, which is a
Yo,
good,
did the Bengals just score or what?
The Bengals. There's a little
The
pop
score
up.
is 28-13, and the Bengals are not winning.
Yeah.
I know, but I need Jamar Chase like one more, and then I can possibly win the game this week.
Who's to say?
I'm rooting for you.
But
rooting for
also
you,
we
buddy,
should
but-
we should
Yeah,
we should
I
wrap
think
up here.
this might be it.
I think this might be
for
it
us.
for this
I think we
episode.
should maybe consider doing a deeper dive into this guy at some point, though.
I think we found roughly all that we're gonna find.
Yeah.
Maybe we can revisit him if we find more information on our free
We should
time.
revisit
I
him.
th- I
He's
thi- I
going
do
in the
think
Hall
if
of
we-
Greats.
I think if we find some movies with Mr. Moke in them, we can cover the Mr. Moke movies.
It's
and then,
great. I just have like an encyclopedic knowledge of like named chimpanzees
Yeah.
now. Like it's
Like,
it's like the most
it's
useless
freaky.
talent to have.
Yeah.
Greg is mouthing something about autism to me, I believe.
Well, yay, you have it.
I'm getting a note from my producer. They're calling me an autist.
Yeah, I'm getting a note from the
Jamie,
producers.
Jamie, can you pull up the RADS test, please, Jamie?
Jamie, can we hook him up to some wires and make him take this test?
Well, everybody, thank you so much for listening
Yeah.
today. This was episode 63, the Mr. Moke story. I don't know why
St.
I don't
Louis
know why I'm
Zoo
doing.
Blues.
Yeah, the St. Louis.
We'll
guys
we'll
are-
record
you
another
guys are
episode
wonderful.
soon.
Yes, we will.
You guys are okay.
Before that,
I could do without
I
you.
want to thank you guys, everybody who is subscribed, and maybe if you're considering subscribing, maybe this is your moment.
I
Check
think
us
this
out
is
on
your moment.
Patreon.
This is your sign to
Yeah, we've
subscribe to
got
us on
some
Patreon.
good content on Patreon.
We've got some
and
good ass content. It's a
Mhm.
whole backlog
hopefully-
too.
Yeah, and
Please
hopefully in
review
the
us
next
on Please review us on your wherever you're listening, just because we don't pay for advertising anywhere, and the only way people will know about us.
It's weird. We have we have a decent amount of reviews on Spotify. We should keep doing that. By the way,
that's good. If you are listening on Apple Podcasts, please
also
review us on Apple Podcasts.
there.
I know that one is really important. Unfortunately,
yeah, please,
hate Apple Podcasts, but
get out there and do that shit. And then hopefully in the next month and a half, 2 months here, I will have a computer again. Which means I will be streaming and recording in high quality.
Yep, and we are looking to very soon transition to a situation where
women.
We will all three start HRT in the new year
together.
Actually.
I'm gonna get my hair back.
We're going to be
hand in hand.
We're walking into the new year as women. I've already bought a dress. I'm very excited.
I own one.
Pervert.
Anyway, hopefully we'll get some live episodes in those soon, folks. I'm gonna make my
Greg's back in the good time zone.
Yeah,
I'm in the good time zone.
We're hoping to be recording like in person in the studio,
in the
video
studio.
podcasts. Yeah,
true.
Hopefully sometime soon. I've got to settle in here a little bit and buy a bed frame, and then we'll start getting plane tickets.
First a plane ticket, first a bed frame, then a plane ticket, then a computer.
No. I'm gonna get my computer when I have some money I can cash out in like a month, and I should be able to get a computer with it.
Yeah, you got some banks to hit up.
I do. So I get a little hiring bonus from my new job. Plus I got some money I'm gonna cash out in a month, or on the 16th.
Greg hasn't admitted it, but he's been like insanely into sports betting lately. He's been like in the red for years.
I'm gonna
but
hit this parlay.
He finally made the good bet.
This leg parlay is gonna turn it all around.
I've got a 25-leg parlay set up for this Sunday. Everything's gonna hit.
He's put Freya on the.
He gave Jamar Chase a really cool like little mystical gemstone and everything. You know?
I did. Jamar Chase, I hate you. But I need you to pull through for me, okay? I hate the Bengals, but I do need you to pull through for me now so that I don't go 0-3 in the podcast league.
That would be so embarrassing.
It would be embarrassing.
I'm so glad.
I'm currently tearing that shit up, by the way.
I'm the only 0 person in the league, I think.
I'm 0-2 right now.
I'm 3.
I'm
3-zip. 3-0.
He's crazy. But thank you, everybody, for listening. I love you all very much, but I'm going to go before my phone dies.
Okay, bye, Greg.
Oh, geez. Bye, guys.
See y'all. Thank you very much for listening.
Bye-bye.
It's crazy how bald he is.
I'll kill myself in front of you.
I may be a white boy, but I'm not stupid.